Guess what? When you tell me to go message your manager, I finally.
Brittany, that wasn't my manager. That was a 19-year-old kid that I played games with. We were making fun of you guys the whole fucking time. Are you serious?
Your manager.
Wait, Brittany's apologizing for pedophiles now? Holy shit.
I'm Irish and Italian mostly.
Italian, so that's basically like being a minority, so...
Craig, we just settled our shit. I'm trying to get it through his head that I'm not gay, and he won't believe me, so it's not going to work.
You are gay.
Craig, you understand that what you do is like insanely fucking creepy, right? That you have like a mental disorder that you need to get like therapy?
Don't shame him for having a mental disorder.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, come on, Destiny.
Didn't you tell him to end his life?
You literally do the same thing, but instead of Mitch, you do it to debates.
This whole call is enabling it.
Yeah, everybody in this call is fucking retarded. Like, this guy literally...
Craig suffers from Asperger's, and you suffer from old man short.
Nice, that's really funny. Good job. Good job. Recording videos of yourself, like, cum-shotting onto people's pictures and then posting it online while, like, pretending that you're engaged in some sort of, like, long-distance relationship with them is, like, really fucked, right?
No, Mitch wanted the video.
Somebody said, oh, randomly Craig's in here. I wanted to get Craig in here to tell him that he needs to chill and I don't want to be his boyfriend. And I told him that.
Okay, so Mitch, this is where you would get, like, somebody, like, I would hope, from what I've seen of him, Trainwrecks would, like, have your back here. You need, like, an actual friend to have your back, not somebody that's just trying to, like, get content off of you and, like, make fun of, like, the situation.
Already follows me on
Everyone
Twitter.
here needs to listen to Destiny. He knows what is right and what is wrong to jerk off to, just like when he talked about pragmatic CP. If it's pragmatic, it's fine.
Greek, like, really, dude? Like, don't you think that's, like, really fucking
Craig, you
weird?
need to stop fapping, mate, to the Mitch. It's kind of weird, I'll be honest.
And, like, recording videos and putting it online and then, like, constantly harassing him on Twitter and shit?
Because he wanted it.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as, like,
and it's also, it's not,
right?
shh, Brittany, I know you're losing subs, but please, for like 2 seconds, just shut the fuck up. This guy was literally throwing messages to Mitch, but he's like contributed to a lot of the really toxic shit that's going on in Mitch's subreddit too.
I'm banned from his Reddit.
Dude, don't sit here and lie to me and tell me that you didn't make them.
Listen, Craig, you need to stop fapping to Mitch. Well, you can fap to Mitch, but you can't record it anymore. Are you reformed?
Yes, I am reformed. Praise be to Lucifer.
Okay.
Or remember back when you were dating Mira, how would you feel if there was a guy while you were dating that was like sending her videos and shit and saying that she was that he was her boyfriend and that he was like saying that he wants to masturbate and shit?
If it was a girl, then it would.
That'd be fucking hot, dude.
Yes, it would be weird. I'd be like, the fuck is that? But the thing is, you have to understand, Destiny. I've tried. I told Craig himself. I said, hey man, can you stop doing this shit? Didn't stop.
So then at that point you block them from everything and then you just don't talk about them.
I have asked almost all of my friends to not respond, and they always do. Like, that's the thing.
I guess, but like I'm in here in this room now, and there's like 5 people like laughing at him and like encouraging him. Like, this guy's got enough field to run for like another 2 years.
No jokes allowed, guys. Destiny said so. Cut it the fuck out.
I want the guy to be like his feelings to get hurt or some shit.
His feelings aren't your responsibility, dude. Like, he's the one that's imposing on you. Let's say somebody walks up to Mira at a bar and slaps her ass, and he's like, yo, like, let's go home and fuck. Like, and Mira's like, well, I don't want to. And you're like, dude, would you tell Mira, like, that's really mean? Like, when you reject that dude like that, like, you might, like, hurt his self-esteem. Would you say that? Like, of course not.
That's an extreme.
That is equivalent to someone sexually assaulting someone else. You heard it here first, folks.
No, that's why it's called a comparison, Brittany. You compare 2 things that aren't the exact same.
Comparison is shit.
Maybe
Destiny.
next year in school you'll get to that. What did you say, Mitch?
Booster seat.
What did you say, Mitch?
Booster seat bottle. Go back.
Jesus Christ. I smell some sexual tension. And honestly,
no. Listen here. You invite me on for a debate, and then I tell you because you invite me on to message my manager, which is not
Brittany,
an unreasonable
why do you have a manager? You have like 300 viewers. You don't leverage any sponsors. You don't have any like.
Are you a debater? Shouldn't you know the rules of not speaking over someone?
Yeah, someone, but you're no one. Like, you're literally nobody. Why the fuck would I contact a manager to go through you, Brittany?
You're half of somebody.
Brittany, I'm not gonna contact a manager to talk to a dying streamer. Like, do you not understand that?
Guess what? When you tell me to go message your manager, I finally.
Brittany, that wasn't my manager. That was a 19-year-old kid that I played games with. We were making fun of you guys the whole fucking time. Are you serious?
Your manager, like, you became the new Keemstar. You block so many people to make it look like everyone likes you in the replies, and it's fucking crazy that you claim to be a centrist. It is fucking insane.
Firstly, I don't claim to be a centrist. That's hilarious. Secondly, I'm pretty sure I engage with more like opposition than literally everybody else on YouTube and Twitch right now.
Everyone was your opposition. You're a fucking social justice warrior, Destiny.
If everybody was my opposition, then how can I be an SJW? Wouldn't the SJWs be my ally then? Do you know what opposition means?
Destiny, all you've been doing is acting like a feminist all stream, trying to say textbook definitions, pulling up fucking dictionaries.
If I'm the feminist in here, then why has most of my critique been aimed at the only bitch in the call? Come on, dude, chill the fuck out.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take 5. I'm gonna take 5. This conversation is getting way out of hand. Dude. I didn't know.
Really. What? No, repeat yourself, because your microphone's really low. I have you up on maximum, and I barely heard you. It's small voice, small guy, but you know, speak up. If you don't want controversy, you shouldn't have a pedo apologist in your stream right now.
Whoa!
Wait, Brittany's apologizing for pedophiles now? Holy shit!
Oh yeah, that's totally.
I don't mind controversy.
Oh my god, is that why you want me to be a small guy so much?
Goddamn shit.
Like your secret fantasy?
You're in the middle of banter with
I mean,
me
you
on
act thirsty
Twitter.
as fuck around me. Do you want me to be under? I can pretend to be underage for you if that's what you're really into, dude. Wait, do I follow you or do I block you, Brittany? Which one is it? How many stories you got spinning around in that head?
You block me and then you unblock me and then you block me again. I don't know what's your story with that.
This is some crazy ass love story between you.
I think you need to take a break because you have a very small gauge of emotion. You get angry very easily.
Would you say that I'm short-tempered?
Can I chime in here? How did this build up? Wait, who is?
So basically, Brittany, what she does is she's like taking a lot of like dumb pot shots at me on Twitter. I can't tell if she's trolling or not because like her normal personality and her troll personality are indecipherable because she's just as stupid regardless of whether or not she's playing a character.
You're
sure
one of
about
those
that,
people
buddy?
that think morals are relative. They're not.
What does that mean when you say morals are relative? Wait, can you explain that? That was a pretty big statement.
Relative, you're saying, oh, it depends. It's pragmatic. If it's pragmatic, it's fine. It's fine if you kill people, guys, because it's pragmatic.
Wait, are you against the death penalty? Do you think all war is bad? What about self-defense? Oof.
Hold on, I'm gonna just like...
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. You just said some real dumb shit.
So, are you guys gonna have a debate, you and Brittany?
I don't think she like seriously does. I'm pretty sure she's just a troll, my dude.
Why would I debate you when you're not even interested in debating, Desi? You're not intellectually interested. I'm sorry, I was burping. What did you say?
Okay, do you think it's petty when she's intentionally cutting up quotes to make it sound like I'm in favor of child porn?
Desi, it doesn't. There is no context that could justify what you said.
Except there was.
I went back in the VOD and I did watch it.
Okay, that's cool. So at least you admit that you did intentionally cut out the worst part.
CP being pragmatic.
Sure. So the explanation was there are some researchers.
You think? Do you have a source?
If you want, after this conversation.
Can we get a source in here, please?
Basically, what the researchers were trying to demonstrate was that if you give them access to certain materials, child pornography materials, that they're less likely to abuse children at large in society.
You're literally saying, let's distribute children being abused so that they won't be abused anymore.
So that wasn't what I was saying. Specifically in that clip was that what you can do is you can find people that were previously abused, okay, so the child porn that's already been made, and then you would offer them some sort of compensation if you could get their consent to use it in a therapeutical setting or whatever.
What about also that time where you question if incest is okay?
No, I've never come out and said incest is okay though. Do you have any? I'm curious.
You're really asking, do I have any arguments against?
Yeah, I'm curious. Do you have any?
Maybe reproducing something that has mutations?
So you're pro-eugenics?
Or ruining...
You don't think... Well, stop. Brittany. One at a time, baby.
If it's bad enough, they probably shouldn't.
You're pro-eugenics then, to some extent. If somebody was going to give birth to a child with Down syndrome, should that person not be allowed to reproduce?
Why would they want to continue that? The whole point of reproducing is to reproduce with hopefully the best genetics
can you just can I hear you state that? Can you say, I think that parents that could give birth to children...
I will not state things.
So you do not believe that?
I will not put words in my mouth.
Okay, so let me just ask this. Can you give me a yes or no?
Stop asking if that's what I'm saying.
I can't ask you a question to clarify your statement? First generation incest doesn't carry a huge chance of deformation. What do you think that chance should be? Do you have like a ballpark number?
No source, Destiny, Mr. Source. I don't have...
I'm not asking for a source. I'm asking for a personal opinion.
Fucking now to give you. This is why no one should debate, because you're not interested in debate. You're
I'm very interested.
You just can't. I'm not trying to shut someone down.
What do you think I asked for? What do you think I...
being intellectually...
Let me know when you're done being triggered, buddy. Okay, so tell me why it's wrong without crying about it or without throwing a temper tantrum.
Destiny blew me the fuck out.
Okay.
Wait, you sound like the Japanese porn idol.
Brittany, it sounds like you're pro-incest. You haven't given a single reason why it's wrong.
It's morally disgusting.
Yeah, why?
Destiny, I don't have the sources, but even if you want to
I don't need a source for your morals, dude.
Because that ruins family relationships for one.
Why?
That ruins
It doesn't
their
have to.
relationship. That makes it awkward for the parent.
Makes it awkward?
And the husband.
What if they do it when they're already graduated? What if they're in college together and they don't live with their parents anymore? Brittany, you haven't given a single argument against incest. I'm starting to think that you're pro-incest.
Destiny, you're the one questioning it.
So if you ask a question about something, that automatically means you agree with it?
It's pretty obvious to everyone that it's not okay.
I'm just asking why. I know the reasons it's not okay. I've already given the explanation before. I'm curious why you think it's not
Destiny,
okay.
let's cosplay as Destiny for a second. Why is it morally wrong again for
No, I'm not going to give you the answers, buddy. You're the one that's acting indignant as fuck. Let me know when you're done being triggered, buddy.
Should people masturbate in public? No, they're not hurting anybody, right?
Well, no, they are hurting somebody. You would argue that people would be offended by the vision of somebody masturbating in public, that when you're in public, you've got a reasonable expectation not to see somebody's genitals?
Lord Jesus.
What?
I can't. I'm done. I'm actually done.
I'm really cool that you're on the pro-incest train. That's really interesting. I guess you've got a lot of allies over there.
Yeah, pedophile apologist, Destiny.
Yeah, that's me, dude. You know that. Well, I just want to know why Brittany loves incest so much. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
I don't care if you guys hash out your differences.
I want to know why you question it and why it's okay.
Why I question it? Am I not allowed to ask questions? Is that bad to you? Oof.
Doubting Destiny?
Damn, you're not even allowed to ask a question about something. That's pretty totalitarian, my dude.
I would never take away my brother just because he was born with autism. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Like, I would never do that. Well, yo, Asmon, what the fuck? What are you doing here, dude?
I just saw some shit was going down. So what's wrong with that argument, Brittany?
He is saying to prevent CP from being made, to distribute it.
No, that's not what I'm saying, Brittany.
That is literally what he's saying. He's saying
to prevent children from being raped, Brittany.
That also creates a market for that.
No.
No, it actually doesn't,
people will
because
be
you'd have to be
using that.
consenting from that individual. And I think the market argument is like, what he is saying is that to prevent people from being abused in the future.
That we should spread footage of it.
Not spread.
No.
You're giving them something to jerk their chicken to, but now instead of them just jerking their chicken, that you're giving it to them on a platter.
So you could use a similar argument of that's not really what they do with like people that are going through like alcohol withdrawals, and they go to rehab for alcohol.
So would giving them alcohol make them better? Because that's pretty much the argument.
Why do you think you're more qualified to give this argument than a psychologist?
What I'm saying is that they try to kind of wean people off of the alcohol rather than having them quit cold turkey.
The thing is, consuming alcohol can be okay. Consuming CP in no case can be okay.
That's not relevant.
What does that have to do with the argument?
Yeah, and consuming CP isn't the harm. It's abusing the child that's the harm.
As soon as you get into this conversation, there isn't really going to be a clean solution.
The clean solution should be not to distribute CP.
So Asmon, I totally understand that, right? And I'm willing to say easily that if the research doesn't bear out that this is a potential good, then obviously I wouldn't be in favor of it. But you can see my irritation when Brittany snipes a 30-second clip of me to make it sound like I'm a defender of child porn on Twitter, right? How absolutely, and she got over 2,000 engagements on that tweet.
Sympathetic to pedophile.
Yes, of course. Brittany, a pedophile and a child abuser are two different types of people. Somebody that abuses.
He literally just admitted it.
Brittany, do you think that a pedophile is the same thing as a child abuser?
I mean,
if it's sexual, yes.
No, Brittany.
Yes.
Okay.
Non-offending pedophiles are still fucked up.
No.
But they're not criminals.
What is like
try to help them?
Therapeutic, and if the stats show that I go shoot people, it's therapeutic.
Killing people is an objective bad.
Brittany, are you trolling right now?
I honestly can't tell. I can never tell when I talk.
Like, I mean, because we're all just getting baited. Like, that's okay.
I'm the one trolling. Holy shit.
Like, I've watched her Twitter activity for quite a while. I don't think she trolls. I'm pretty sure this is her sincere belief.
It's really sad that that's where we are.
Yeah, it is sad.
It's really sad. And he calls himself a centrist. CP cannot be pragmatic. Just like how killing people, unless it's in self-defense, really can't be pragmatic.
How is killing people the same as consuming child pornography that's already been produced?
Earlier, what if the stats show that killing people is therapeutic?
The problem is that killing
because you would.
Brittany,
because that's all you are. Is number
please shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. There is a huge difference between consuming child pornography that's already been produced, so there's no child currently being harmed, it's already been made, versus going out. Please let me finish. Please let me finish. There is a huge difference between
the same thing again.
Yes. Well, you never let me finish, buddy. There's a huge difference between consuming child pornography that's already been made versus going out and killing somebody. That's not a fair comparison, Brittany.
This day went very, very strange. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, dude, content, homie, it's all good.
I'll see you later, buddy. And Brittany, you're a giant bitch.
I'll see you around.
Don't diddle your kid, Destiny.
Yeah. Holy shit, that was some good ass fucking shit. audience that already knows. What the fuck is the purpose of any debate in your world?
Why would you